Hey, what's going on, everybody? Real quick, before we get into this next episode, I just want to take the time to extend another thank you to everybody that finds themselves here on my new podcast and vlog titled Behind the Body. I know that last week I said I was supposed to have an interview this week, but it just happened that unfortunately, due to some life events, I had to kind of switch things around. But nonetheless, here I am again with another episode where I'm going to talk about what's the difference between a privately owned gym and a commercial gym, and which is the one for you based on your individual goals. So I appreciate you guys being here, and let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Behind the Body. I'm your host, Rob. So here we are, guys. Time has come. You want to start going to the gym, but you don't know which one to choose. Commercial or private? Wait, commercial or private? What does that mean? I thought all gyms were the same. You go in, pick up some dumbbells, go to a machine, do a couple reps, a couple sets, stay there for maybe a couple hours, and then leave, right? Well, not necessarily. You see, gyms are no different than any other business. They have an audience, they have a target market, they have different plans that they have built into place to promote their brand to a particular set audience that they know they want in their gym. So, for example, what's the difference, right? Which gym are you going to choose? The time has come. You said to yourself, all right, you know what? I want to work out. Which gym am I going to go to? The gym you choose is actually really important. It's like the pair of shoes you wear when you're getting ready to run. You're not just going to wear a pair of boots to run, right? You specifically have the type of shoe because it fits your type of goal. Why aren't we running with boots? Because they're not meant for running. So if you're someone who's aspiring to be a bodybuilder, you probably wouldn't train at a Planet Fitness. And the reason why you wouldn't train at a Planet Fitness is nothing against Planet Fitness, but Planet Fitness does not have the equipment nor the environment that would promote a bodybuilding lifestyle/goal. Now listen, that statement might be a little subjective, because if you're self-driven and motivated, I'm sure you can make it work with the limited equipment that they have there. But let's get into the differences. What exactly is a commercial gym and what's a privately owned gym? For starters, commercial gyms are the ones you can find like all over. So these are your LA Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, Planet Fitness, all those gyms that are in every state, and you can have like those, I guess, like I remember one membership, I had like a black card so I can go to any LA Fitness in any state. And then private gyms are more local and independently owned. So those are probably owned by like a former trainer, former athlete. And the difference is, while they are both gyms, there are some things that are different about them. So let's go through some of the pros and cons, okay? So some commercial gym pros, they have more amenities. So commercial gyms tend to provide more amenities like pools, smoothie bars, basketball courts, and other services like that. You can find childcare at commercial gyms. So most of your commercial gyms, they have childcare, which is extremely useful for parents. Then you have also a variety of gym equipment, which you can usually find in commercial gyms. So like a bunch of cardio equipment, isolation resistance equipment, things like that. Having this variety can be beneficial for a lot of people so that they don't get bored and things kind of stay fresh, especially in the beginning. And then also gym costs. Usually commercial gyms tend to be a little lower because they are commercial gyms and they are, everywhere. They're global. But then there are some of the cons about that. The people, at a commercial gym, not every person will be focused as you are. And they might come up to you and start conversations, taking you away from the quality of your workout. That's one thing that later on I'm going to talk about as I tell you guys what I do and what's my process in determining which gym is going to work best for me. But another thing about commercial gyms, the waiting, this goes along with the last con. Commercial gyms are usually really more overcrowded than private gyms, especially at peak hours. So if you're someone that works like a 9 to 5, you try to go like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and the gym is booming. A lot of commercial gyms, also the variety is negative as well, because for a beginner, all that equipment can kind of paralyze them with fear since they don't really know what to do. So it's kind of a pro and a con to the commercial gyms. And then also too, another thing that's kind of a con about commercial gyms is they're typically more strict about the rules. So for example, like you can't really drop weights, the loud noise and the grunting and the filming, usually they kind of say no, especially places like Planet Fitness, which they have their motto is, it's a judgment-free zone, so it's a little more strict. But now it's time for the private gym pros and cons. So for your private gyms, these can be more specialized. So like a private gym may be more specialized in like a certain type of training or sports. Powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit has its own kind of thing. But this is good for those that are looking to kind of take their fitness and physique to the next level. it's a more competitive atmosphere as well. If you have people in a gym training that are trying to compete, there will definitely be a different atmosphere compared to a commercial gym. Because if you go to a privately owned gym that's specialized, you know that other people that are at that gym are aspiring to either be a power lifter or a bodybuilder, or they're into CrossFit, or they're into, endurance, whatever it is, whatever gym you decide to go to. And that could be motivating in itself, because if you see other people around you that are doing the same thing, it could be to your benefit. Is also usually a smaller crowd. Private gyms usually have fewer members than commercial gyms, and they may even have a cap off on their gym membership at a certain number. Less people means less waiting, and less people means that you could also get to know some of the members more easily and kind of build a home away from home, which is important, especially when you're on a journey, to have that additional support. It's also more lenient as well. Usually, private gyms are less strict about rules like the ones I just mentioned earlier in your commercial gyms. Like the gym that I train at, for example, I can grunt, I can throw my weights, which I don't necessarily grunt. But if I'm finishing a last, rep, maybe I might, throw the weight, you can do that. But in reality, what I think it comes down to is that what I like the most about my private gym is that I have the liberty and freedom to basically do, for the most part, what I want without having to feel so kind of structured or judged. And it kind of takes me back to this video. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but 9 years ago, Planet Fitness released kind of like a marketing video about what they don't want at their gym. And you can find it on YouTube. It's this individual who comes in. He's clearly a bodybuilder. He comes in, doesn't seem like he has pants on. He's got like a tank top, and he's holding a gallon jug. And as a guy from Planet Fitness is walking and showing him around the amenities, this guy just keeps repeating in some foreign accent, "I lift things up, I put them down," until the guy kicked him out. And listen, it's 30 seconds. I'm gonna put it here for you guys to listen to it, and then we'll take it from there. Check it out.
So, what do you do for a living?
I lift things up and put them down.
Excuse me?
I lift things up and put them down.
Okay, here's the strength circuit.
I lift things up and put them down.
Over here,
I lift things up and put them down.
and this is our stretching area.
I lift things up. Cool.
Despite it being 9 years old, I always find it really funny every time I come back to watch this video, because especially now that I'm older, I can definitely relate and imagine to what it would look like seeing a bodybuilder walk into a Planet Fitness today in 2020. But despite it being, humorous, there is a lot of realism, to the clip and the message that you're trying to portray. And that's that, hey, listen, it's cool if you want to do that, but this isn't the gym for that. We're not trying to scare people off. So please don't bring that here. And I think that goes to, my main point, in that no matter what your goal may be, you need to first be able to identify what exactly you're trying to get out of this journey that you're going to start. Don't just go into it blindly. Don't just join a gym to join a gym because you think that's what you're supposed to do. I highly suggest take a step back and think first, okay, what is it that I want to accomplish? And what do I need to accomplish my goals? Because once you're able to answer those first two questions, then you can match it with different gyms, and you can start doing research and identifying based on your own research what you believe is going to work best for you. And honestly, not even just the gym and what it's going to offer. Also, you want to find a place where you can find home, you can call home, a place with a sense of community. Because truthfully, no matter how much research we do, a lot of the time we're going to learn through trial and error, and we're going to learn through the experiences of our own as well as others that we meet along the way. And, that's made big dividends in my personal journey, because I attribute a lot of the success that I've had due to great mentorship and great friends that I still talk to this day, who informed me and educated me on what fitness and what a lifestyle in fitness looked like. So listen, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming here and checking out my next episode on Behind the Body. Please stay tuned in the coming weeks for more content as it relates to how you guys can accomplish your fitness and wellness goals. As always, guys, stay blessed and take care. Peace.